Welcome to Around the Track, the most exciting 15 minutes in wealth management by Dynasty Financial Partners and hosted by CEO Shirl Penney.
Welcome to another edition of Around the Track, the most exciting 15 minutes in wealth management. I'm super excited this week to be joined by a great friend and client, Steve Tenney, who's one of the co-founders and CEO of Great Diamond Partners, based in my home state of Maine, in Portland, Maine. Steve, thank you so much for being with us.
No, it's great to be part of it, Shirl. Thank you.
All right, Steve, you know the rules. We're going to jump right in. There's 8 furlongs in a mile on the track that you see here behind me. And I'm going to ask you 8 rapid fire questions, and we're going to make our way around that track together.
And they're off.
I have an easy one to start with. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, maybe some things that people don't know about Steve and Great Diamond and why you launched your firm.
Sure. Like you, Shirl, born and bred in the great state of Maine. I was further down the coast than you were, but it's a great place to grow up. After 26 years at a big global bank, we did launch Great Diamond Partners nearly 2 years ago in May of 2019. Right now, we're currently hiring employee number 9 and have 2 incredible interns. So we've been very pleased with the growth. Like a lot of the other firms in the Dynasty Network, we're an independent wealth management firm helping individuals and families, realize their life goals. We take the approach, what we call a virtual family office, similar to a general contractor. So there are certain things that we do exceptionally well, and then other things that clients have a need for that we outsource to other trusted professionals. Something that people don't know about me, or not many people, I've completed 2 Ironman triathlons and then competed in major championships, national, global, or world championships in 4 different sports: sailing, swimming, triathlon, and rowing. I guess the common thread there is water. Growing up on the coast of Maine, I like to be on or in the water.
Well, that's impressive. 2 Ironmans. So, speaking more specific to the business, and you guys have been, you launched the firm 18 months now. How long has it been exactly?
It was May of 2019.
Okay, so what has you kind of flying out of bed in the morning now? What are you most excited about for the business at this point?
Yeah, I guess if you boil it down to one word, Shirl, it would be impact. I really do get excited every single morning getting up, and I'm thinking about work even before I'm out of bed and my feet hit the ground. I'm excited about the impact that we're having on employees, on our clients, on the community. Last year we went through a process where we articulated our purpose. And our purpose is to connect community to opportunity. And now we're going through this process where we're figuring out how to activate that purpose. There are all kinds of ideas going around, a lot of great discussions, a lot of education, and we're involving some of our community partners in these discussions. And in order to have that maximum impact, we got to grow. And we need to grow one client at a time. And we're also interested very much in bringing on, new advisor partners to the firm, and that believe in our purpose and have complementary skills that where we can help them, they can help us, and together we can have an even greater impact.
Awesome. So maybe a follow-on question, and maybe ties a little bit, to what you're saying there about, being driven by such clear purpose. Wealth management businesses, like any businesses, the ones that are the best led are the ones that tend to win disproportionately. How would you describe yourself as a leader and as an entrepreneur?
I guess there are probably 2 words that come to mind: visionary and integrity. With visionary, my mind never stops. Sometimes it's exhausting, but I love exploring different business models, different ideas for the business, different ways to help clients. How can we do a better job with our clients? How can we have a greater impact? How can I do a better job as a leader? What's the best way to grow? And I've got to say, just a little plug for the Dynasty Network. I get a tremendous amount of value from interacting with CEOs, at the other firms. They're incredibly generous with their time, and I've built some real nice friendships with them as well. And they'll tell it to me straight, what works
Yeah.
well, what doesn't. And sometimes I get different answers from different people, and that's healthy.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the little bit of a plug there for the Dynasty community. I do think it's one of the most valuable aspects of what we do is being able to get, whether it's virtually or in person, getting the community together. The peer-to-peer experience is very important. You talked about the journey from becoming an advisor to CEO, right? And oftentimes it's a different skill set, right? That make you a great advisor. Maybe it's different skill set that makes you a great CEO. As you look back over the last almost 2 years, are there things that stand out that maybe surprised you that you didn't know before you launched your own firm that now you look back and say, wow, yeah, I really learned a lot through the journey about X, Y, and Z. What would some of those things be?
Yeah. I'd start with that journey that you just said, the going from advisor to CEO. It's different. It's very, very different. It involves a different skill set. I mentioned a minute ago about being a visionary, and that can be great because there's no shortage of ideas, and it can be challenging because there's no shortage of ideas. I've needed to become very aware of where my team is, and their ability and willingness and enthusiasm for absorbing new stuff that I might bring to the table, especially if it's out of left field, which is certainly a risk that I face occasionally. And I think to deal with that, the best thing I've done is really lean on my partner, Helen, who is, in the parlance of Gina Wickman's book, Rocket Fuel, I'm the visionary. She's the integrator.
Right.
And so, the rule is that all my ideas have to flow through Helen first, because she's got a real good feel for where the team is. Can they take something on? Is it the right thing to do? Is it consistent with our purpose? All those things. She's my filter. And if the two of us agree, great, then we move forward with it. Sometimes the answer is no, and sometimes the answer is not now. And there will be a more appropriate time to take that on. So leaning on other people's strengths is something that I've not only valued, but have really learned is necessary.
Maybe taking a half step back, you work in and we work in, I think, one of the most important industries in this country. And there's a lot of financial literacy, financial health issues, obviously, facing all aspects of our country. From your perspective, what are the one, two, three biggest issues you think are facing our industry right now?
Well, I think you're touching on it, and if I were to, boil it down to one word, it'd be demographics. Especially on the advisor side, we need to be far more diverse, and we're actually doing something about it. We're early stages now, but it's really exciting what we're doing. So we've got 2 interns now who are freshmen in college. They are actually designing our internship program going forward. And it will be designed to attract people that are underrepresented in our business. The goal is not necessarily to then turn them into future employees. The goal is to have them get excited about our business and have them launch them into a thriving career. If we another aspect of this program that we're excited about is the interfacing we want to have with accounting firms, law firms, insurance companies, et cetera, and get them exposure to those other elements of the wealth management ecosystem, if you will. And you know what? If they end up having an incredible career at an insurance company, that's a win for us. And if we can, hold on to a couple of them, a couple of the stars that can make great contributions to Great Diamond Partners, that even better.
Awesome. All right, as we start to turn for home here, Steve, let's talk a little bit about the great state of Maine. So as you mentioned, I'm also from Maine. I'm from Eastport, Maine, a little fishing village in the eastern part of the state, about 1,400 people. Proud alum of Bates College in Lewiston, Maine. What's it like building a business in Maine? Why has it been the right place for you to build your career? Give us a little pitch on our great state of Maine, Steve.
The way I look at it, Shirl, is if you're going to build a business, why not do it in a place you love? And when I look around, what's here, we've got the ocean, we've got the lakes, the mountains. Some of the best skiing in the East is just a couple hours from here. There's so many outdoor opportunities. I love sailing, rowing, etc., as I've said before. And I can leave here, be at work in 20 minutes, leave there in the afternoon, and then go sailing for a couple hours in the summer. It's an amazing opportunity. And I think that there are a lot of people here that like that healthy lifestyle, and that attracts that type of person. It's also, in the pandemic, I think a lot of people are sort of taking stock of where they are, what they're doing. They're realizing they can maybe work from away, and there's a big inflow of people into the state of Maine. So especially in the Portland area, it's a very dynamic economy. And so it's also great for us to be building a firm in a dynamic economy. It helps to strengthen us, and there are more people that we can help out.
Turning for home. They're really high energy now. Let's close strong.
When you're not around, what is it that you hope that your clients and then your team might say about Steve Tenney?
I think it would be the same three words for both of those, both the team and our clients. Number one, so I'll phrase it in terms of clients talking about the team. Number one, we trust them implicitly if they have our best interests at heart. Number two, they care about us. We really care about the well-being of our clients. One of our core values is family, and we look at our clients as an extension of our family. And lastly, they're pretty good at what they do. They know what they're doing. They've got some expertise, and if they don't know the answer, they know exactly where to go to get it. So, we trust them, they care about us, and they know what's right to do.
Awesome. All right, last question. So let me ask you, what's your Kentucky Derby? What's the big goal that's sitting out there on the horizon that you and your team are really focused on?
Yeah, it's about growing the firm so that everyone at the firm is spending as much time as possible working on their unique ability. What are they really good at? What do they love to do? And if we get that, then individually and collectively, we will have the greatest impact on all our stakeholders that I've mentioned earlier. That reinforces the idea of enjoying what you do, career satisfaction, and in the end, great results for clients. So, to get there, I go back to growth. We've got to grow so that we can increase our impact, and I can't wait to see what happens.
Well, look, sometimes you're at the track, you place a wager on a horse. If I could place a wager on you, I'm pushing it. All those chips, all in, my friend. And thank you so much for doing this with me. It's really been a lot of fun. It's wonderful for us at Dynasty to have you and all of your colleagues at Great Diamond as clients and partners. So we appreciate that as well. And thank you to all of you for joining us on another edition of Around the Track. Thank you.